Hey, how you doing this morning? I hope it's okay. I hope it's better than this young man because an 8-hour day is breaking him. And I would have to reflect on the fact that I just turned 56. Friday, I put in an 11. Saturday, I put in a 12. Sunday, I put in an 11. Monday, I put in a 9.5. I believe Saturday I cooked a 6.5 hour lunch rush. That meant sustained cooking 6.5 hours straight. Solo the kitchen. The new cook spent 45 minutes cooking one ticket I had to take over for him yesterday, and I don't think he's going to make it. And here's the deal. When the young man looks at me and says, "How do you move that fast?" I wonder how you were raised not to have a high gear. Who let you shuffle all day? How come you gotta Google how to sweep? How to run your microwave and your toaster? What did the parents do to the kids? Because I'll tell you what, this ain't natural.
People wonder why we need a union at Starbucks, and
You make coffee, first off. You don't need a union. You need a real job, first and foremost. Bullshit.
I'm literally about to quit. Like, I don't know if I'm going to do it, but, like,
Yeah,
I really...
here, he's about to quit. That's what every child does, as far as I can tell. I'm going to quit. But somehow I have to keep going. Now, I have the free will. I could quit too. But it turns out I don't belong to a generation of quitter losers who thinks 8 hours is a long day.
really want to. I almost walked out today, and I'm crying in the back room right now, and I almost cried on the floor. It's just... I'm like a full-time student. I get scheduled for 25 hours a week.
Okay, so basically, student, and you let the AI do all your homework. So you have basically nothing on your plate to begin with.
Weekends, they schedule me the entire day.
Weekends, you have to give up for jobs. It turns out in customer service, you have to work when everybody else wants to play. Oh, it's only been like that forever.
To close up on the schedule for 8.5 hours, both Saturday and Sunday. I'm like...
I mean, guess what? Are they got to make them punch out or something for that, for their break? See, I don't know. I worked for Best Buy. You didn't even get breaks. You had to do like 6 hours or better just to get a break because technically standing around and talking to people isn't really the work you think it is. No, it's actually a really easy way to make money. Yeah, standing around and talking's not tough. They paid you to do that. And still people complained.
3.5 hours into my shift, there's so many customers, and we have 4 people on the floor all day.
Wow. I do my shit solo. And I get emotional. I get very angry. Sometimes I curse. I don't know how crying would help. I don't know. But maybe the fact that the workforce needs to lay on the floor and cry is one of the reasons things are failing everywhere. Because I keep wondering, where is the replacement crew? Where are the 18 to 25-year-olds just kicking ass? Oh, they're at home jerking it to OnlyFans. Great.
Only 5 people were put on the schedule, and somebody had to call out. And there are 4 people running the whole store, and there's so many customers, and there's possibly scheduled 5 people. We only have 13 people employed at this store.
And I'm guessing what, you need 2 to make coffee? Honestly, how hard could it be to pour a cup of coffee? You're not artists. That's pretend. It's not a skill set. You're kidding.
There's so many customers. And We don't have fair scheduling. Managers don't care about us. Our manager was supposed to come in this weekend, and he took himself off the schedule, so he wouldn't be able to be.
Yeah, he's a manager. Why should he have to do it? That's what you underlings are for. Here's the thing. I do this all the time. I lead by example. I can do your job, my job, and another person's job. I want to know why you can't do your job. Stop worrying about who's going to help you and learn more skills. My God, how couldn't you just efficiently pour coffee and then use that pace to kill the 8 hours? Maybe you're too concerned going in the back room and crying. But your fucking parents' generation are busted their ass still so you can live at home. Damn. I think I have every right to be resentful to the younger generation that can't do a damn thing. Shame on you. Shame on the attitude shame on the people that created this child. You were bad parents. You failed.
Be held accountable for calling out. He just literally tore down the schedule that he was scheduled.
Dude, you goofballs burnt down cities in the name of drug addicts dying. You don't understand accountability for anything. Somehow, trans boys kicking ass in girls' sports, no accountability for that. Oh my God, a scheduling mishap. It's time to melt down. No, I'm tired. I'm tired of this being somehow acceptable. What? Nah. Unacceptable.
Hold on and put up a new schedule where he wasn't on the schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen.
So what?
That he was
Who cares?
scheduled in the first
It's
place
just
because he didn't
management.
want to
You
be held
don't.
accountable for-
Underlings don't make decisions for management. They're management. Maybe they don't understand how things work, and they want their little union. Ask him how much he's going to enjoy paying union dues, going to meetings, getting organized. Also, they can pour more coffee. I'll tell you what, that should be a minimum wage job to train people to work. It shouldn't make them a living.
The schedule. Also, he couldn't have even seen that he was scheduled in the first place because he didn't want to be held accountable for not wanting to come in.
If I was his manager, I wouldn't want to come either. I'd be like, dude, you cry too much. I'm going to need you to literally sustain labor for hours. I'm going to need you to work 2.5 to 3 hours nonstop before I give you a 10-minute break. As soon as that 10-minute break's over, you're going to come back and work 2 to 3 more hours sustained full speed. Here, let me break your bubble, kids. That's work. That's it. If you think your job is too easy, a robot's gonna take it. Give up now. AI's got you covered. Now, and I'm scared. I see the robots are figuring shit out. Maybe in 15 years they'll be line cooks. They're not gonna be it tomorrow. Robots might be able to make a pizza or some fast food crap or something like that. They're not ready. They ain't running the kitchen yet. So I'm set. I am positive a conveyor belt system's going to replace this goofball within 5 years. You're just going to pour the coffees, they're going to shoot out of a hole, and you're going to drink them. And you'll be happy because this crybaby won't be serving you complaining. And because of this level of work ethic, the robots are going to win. Thank you, young man, for ruining the world.
They don't want to help us. We need a union because
I wouldn't
this
help
can't
you
happen.
at all.
This can't happen. We need fair scheduling.
See, there's no chance I'd help this kid because he can't carry his own weight. I'm going to complain about this kid. Then I'm going to go in and work another whole shift today because it's what you got to do. Turns out I contracted for labor. Hey, you're still having a contractual arrangement for labor if you're. In fact, I worked for the electrical union. As a once union card, a building trades card holding member, working for two separate electrical companies. Turned out, even in the union, I paid my dues and then still busted my ass. It didn't protect me from work. And then, I mean, I hate to burst this kid's bubble, but I'm pretty sure the top office at the union is a bunch of corrupt a-holes. Yeah, no, you should send them on vacations with your union due money. That's what they need. Because you pour coffee.
We need a union because this can't happen. This can't happen. We need fair scheduling. We need managers to hold themselves accountable for helping their workers. They refuse to turn mobile orders off. We need the liberty to be able to do that because there's so many mobile orders and I need to get through all of them. And then people are yelling at me because I don't have their orders ready and they don't know what to do. I can't do it.
That's because you can't work. Man, if you could make coffees as well as you cried, you would be the manager. You could figure this all out. But no, what I actually hear is no one does my work for me. It's hard. Yeah. I literally felt like I was strung out. I went so fast. So many sustained hours of work. And then I just go back and do it the next day. And that's just normal. It's shameful. Shameful.
And a customer was misgendering me today, like really badly. I didn't have their order ready.
Did they just say a customer was misgendered? And there's our answer. If worrying about someone's cosplay is more important than labor and work ethic, you're screwed. There's no future, young man. Sorry. Give up now. Turns out the cosplay set's not going to win either. That's going to have so much blowback. I can't even imagine. I think it should have stayed, on the fringes of society, pretending that that's somehow normal and that this is normal. No, it's just generation after generation of people who actually functioned in society. And now we have 2 to 3. We're going to produce 3 generations of incompetency. And not that there isn't exceptions to that rule. Of course there is. But this is, I would be ashamed to post this. I am not ashamed mocking it.
And a customer was misgendering me today.
Oh,
like really.
Gosh, that's horrible. Horrible. You do you. I'm not saying you can't. Of course you can. Just pretending. If I put on a dress and don't shave and don't change nothing, I'm not going to expect anyone to call me a woman because I'm wearing a dress. I'm going to expect them to call me a weirdo because that's what I'm being. That's okay. I'm grateful I don't have the sexual fetish desires that group has. It's a shame that that's what this young man thinks is important. Very confused. I'm probably wrong. It's probably a woman.
Misgendering me today, like really badly. I didn't have their order ready, and so they were just like talking to each other, and they're like, "She's clearly incompetent." I have a full mustache and beard.
Wait, what?
And have their order ready, and so they were just like talking to each other, and they're like, "She's clearly incompetent."
What the hell word was this?
They're ready, and so they were just like talking to each other.
What?
Their order ready, and so they were just like talking to each other, and they're like,
Was that English?
"She's clearly incompetent." I have a full mustache and beard.
Well, bro, no, you have some hair on your upper lip. I mean, I got an ugly porn stash, but that is just, I wouldn't call that a full anything, bro.
What the fuck?
And I don't understand what that means. Now, am I wrong? Is this a chick that grew a beard?
Their order ready. And so they were just like talking to each other.
I can't figure out what that is. I thought it was about work. How did this devolve into gender studies at the end? Yeah, the cosplay set can do what they want to do. The fact that this ended with that just blows my mind. Hey, I wonder what's wrong with society.
Like really badly. I didn't have their order ready. And so they were just like talking to each other, and they're like, she's clearly incompetent. I have a full mustache and beard. What the fuck?
Oh my God, was it cheat? Oh.
We need the liberty to be able to do that because there's so many mobile orders and I need to get through all of them, and then people are yelling at me because I don't have their orders ready and they don't know what to do. And a customer was misgendering me today, like really badly. I didn't have their order ready, and so they
Is this am I confused? I mean, is that why you're crying so much? Because you're a girl? That wouldn't actually make it appropriate. I don't care if girls cry. I just care if men cry, because men ain't got no time to cry. Men have to step up and get shit done. My God, we're just going to lay over and get conquered. And this is the person that's going to let it happen. And I thought it was about work.
They were just like talking to each other, and they're like, she's clearly incompetent. I have a full mustache and beard.
Oh, so you're a chick with a beard. I'm so confused. This came up at the direct mail place I worked. We had a young lady LARPing as a boy. The problem is they couldn't even pick up the mail sacks. You're LARPing as a boy, but you can't lift what a boy can lift. Well, then you're not a boy. You're a girl LARPing as a boy. That's okay if it makes you feel good. I wouldn't take that away from you, but it doesn't make you my equal on the work floor. Because you think you can pee standing up doesn't give you the muscle mass to lift. I don't get it. This is not real. This is supposed to be, I thought we were dealing with a young man who could work and just doesn't want to, and we're dealing with some sort of other thing. It kind of breaks my heart. You don't need a union. You need to wake up to reality that you might not be meant for LARPing alternative lifestyles and trying to competently contract for labor. See, I'm here. No part of this did I hear your commitment to work for them. I mean, does that not sink into people? What do you think you show up for money? Money's the byproduct of your contracting for labor. I'm so confused, and I'm a stupid person. How does this shit not make sense to people? But it doesn't. What a way to start the day. Kind of embarrassed. Now I'm going to go kick ass at work and embarrass people like this by showing them exactly how you kick ass and take names. It's not hard. You just dig in. You go double time. If you don't have a high gear, you're already lost. There should be normal pace and going faster. It happened yesterday at work, and I'll close with this. Bless his heart. He showed up. Good for him. All of a sudden, I had to take over for the cook because he couldn't handle the orders. Okay. I don't know why you would take a line cook job if you can't cook. And he says to me, how are you moving so fast? And I didn't mock him. I wanted to, because I guess how can you not? Where is their high gear? If you can't hustle, maybe you don't understand what people had to do to build the world you're burning down. But I'm going to give you this. It wasn't aliens and it wasn't Anunnaki. It was hardworking men busting their ass. And that's just true. Sorry.